This PowerPoint lesson deals with inserting and using tables within a PowerPoint presentation. Uh, I've just got a regular, as far as a layout, content layout slide here. So I got title and content. And I guess the fastest and easiest way to insert your table is just to click on the Insert Table button. Now if you didn't have a placeholder, you'd have to go to Insert and Table from here. But you're going to get the same result. So I'm just going to start with a, let's go with a 7 by 7 table. Now the table I'm getting has this table style here. I'm not sure why that one came up, but your list of styles are here. Many styles. And you can just change it if you like. So I'll go to a table grid style, nice basic one. And this is the size of my table. This is the size that they gave me. It doesn't quite take up the whole slide. If you want to make it bigger, of course, you've got the ability to do this. You've got the ability also to stretch it this way if you'd like. And it's doing a good job of keeping all the cells pretty much the same size. Now, when you're working on your table, here are your table tools. You have two actual tabs for all the things you can do within tables, most of which we've seen in Word if you've taken the Word part of this course. To get from cell to cell, you simply use your tab key, and that gets you from one cell to another very easily. You can manually size your columns if you wanted to, and the same thing with your rows, so you're not stuck with what you've got. You can go here to Layout, and you can specify the height of each row and the width of each column. A fast, easy tool that has existed for a long time is if you want to make all of your cells the same size, you can use these two buttons here. So this one says make all the rows. It doesn't actually say that, but this is what it does. It makes all the rows the same size, and this one makes all the columns the same size. So if you ever mess up your table and you want it back so that each cell is the same size, you can do that very easily. So that's what these two buttons do. Here you can manually change the cell size. These are your alignment features. So you can go within this cell or a block of cells that you select. You can go left, center, or right. And this deals with the vertical alignment of your cell. So you can go top, middle, or bottom. So you don't need to use a bunch of empty paragraphs or enters in order to create spaces. Text direction you can change. So these are the different directions you can take within any given cell. Cell margins you can deal with. You can affect your table size this way, or like I showed you before. Splitting and merging cells. So if I want this to be one big cell, I can merge them so that this is one cell. So if you were doing a calendar, which is a very popular thing that we do with tables, you can merge those cells and type your January here. If you had one big cell and you want to split it into several cells, that's just the opposite here. So if I want to go back to 7 columns, I can, and hit OK, and it's giving me 7 columns. If I wish to insert a new row below or a row above, I can do that, okay, very easily here. So I can insert a row below, I can insert a row above, I can insert a column to the left or a column to the right. Many choices. And here I can delete rows or columns as well as the contents of those rows and columns. In design, back to design, you have different ways of affecting your table very quickly and easily, or you can go one or a block of cells at a time if you wanted to, and come here and change the fill, come here and change the outline. This here has different types of effects, shadow effects, etc. You got a quick styles button here for, I believe this is for word art, so this really doesn't apply to the table, and all kinds of border options over here. So those are several of the options that exist once you've put your table in here. You can also take a table that you've created in Word and copy and paste it right into PowerPoint. So if it already exists, why reproduce it? Just copy it and paste it into PowerPoint, and it will work very nicely.